Well, greetings, friends, and welcome to BBP. We're going to talk about your destiny today. Keep watching. Now, you've heard me say this many times and in many ways, and you're going to hear it again today. God has a plan for your life. It's why I started this video ministry, to encourage you to seek God out and find everything He has in store for you. If you try to find this on your own, I promise you, you're going to miss it. Why? Because God's plan for your life is not something that He dumps in your lap when you turn 18 and He tells you everything you need to know. He wants all of us to seek Him at an intimate level so that He can lead us one step at a time into His plan for our lives. The story of Esther in the Old Testament is a perfect example of this. Through a series of divine interventions, a woman named Esther becomes the queen of Persia, while her cousin Mordecai discovers a plot within the king's palace to exterminate the Jewish race. Mordecai pleads with Esther to make the king aware of this evil plot. Now, at first, Esther balks at the idea because the king hasn't requested to see her, and she could be put to death if she shows up at the king's court uninvited. Now, the words that Mordecai says to her should make every one of us stop and consider where our lives are headed. Check this out in Esther chapter 4. For if you remain completely silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place, but you and your father's house will perish. Yet who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Wow. Now that's some serious truth right there. Notice that Mordecai didn't tell Esther, if you don't help us out, the Jewish race will cease to exist. That would be manipulation. And one of the many truths contained in this passage is that God's plans will not be thwarted simply because someone decides to follow their own will instead of His. Mordecai put the burden on Esther to decide whether she wants to participate in God's plan for her life or not. And I love the way he words this. Who knows whether you have come into this kingdom for such a time as this? He's not asking her a question as much as he is telling her, I want you to consider this. God has placed you right here at this time in history to fulfill a purpose He has for you. Now, for her part, Esther responds with the conviction that she was born to do this. And because of that, she is greatly rewarded, and everyone else on this earth has been blessed by her obedience. I want to encourage you today in the same way. Your life is not an accident. You were put on this earth at this time to fulfill a specific destiny. Are you asking God to reveal that destiny to you? I hope you are. And I hope this video has given you something to think and pray about moving forward. Well, that's all we have for this week, but I'll be right back here next week with another new video. And if you have any questions or any comments at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. The addresses are coming up. Until next week, keep your eyes on Jesus and not on your troubles. Thank you.